Part 1. The Truth Hidden in a Handful of Walnuts. Introduction. The handful that changed everything. I still remember the day vividly. It was a quiet afternoon in my clinic. An elderly patient, Mrs. Evelyn Harris, 78 years old, walked in for her usual checkup. She was sharp, witty, and full of the kind of wisdom that only comes from living a full life. But on this day, she seemed slower. She paused a moment too long while recalling her medications. She confessed to feeling foggy and even slightly off balance lately. Her appetite had changed. Her sleep was restless. Now, many doctors might chalk this up to normal aging. But after nearly 40 years in the field of geriatric nutrition and internal medicine, I've learned one hard truth. Aging might be inevitable, but how we age is not. What Mrs. Harris didn't know, and what millions of seniors across the world are completely unaware of, is that the foods we eat in our golden years are not just meals, they are medicine. Or poison. And believe it or not, a single handful of walnuts could be silently reshaping your brain, your heart, your sleep, and even your bones. In this video, I'm not just going to tell you about how walnuts work, I'll show you exactly what happens inside the aging body when you eat them. When you overeat them, or, most dangerously, when you ignore their power entirely. I'll also share real stories from my decades in practice, moments where the science met the soul, and how something as simple as a nut changed the course of someone's health, or nearly destroyed it. But let me be clear, this is not a love letter to walnuts. We'll look at both the blessings and the warnings behind them. Because just like any powerful tool, when used correctly, walnuts can help save your heart, fuel your brain, and slow aging itself. But when misunderstood, they can wreak havoc, especially for people over 60. So, let's start at the beginning, where most health journeys go unnoticed, in the silent chambers of your arteries. Chapter 1. The Heart Never Forgets. How Walnuts Affect Cardiovascular Aging. Let me take you back to a remarkable study that changed the landscape of nutritional science. It came out of the Harvard School of Public Health. They followed over 200,000 people for up to 20 years, 2 full decades, tracking their diets, habits, and causes of death. Their findings? Those who ate a handful of nuts 5 times a week had a 25% lower risk of dying from heart disease. Now, let me translate that for you. For every 4 people who might have succumbed to heart-related illness, 1 was saved, not by a new drug, not by surgery, but by something as simple as eating nuts regularly. But what is it about walnuts that makes them so potent? Here's where the science gets fascinating. Walnuts are the only nut significantly high in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Omega-3s are best known for reducing inflammation in blood vessels, improving circulation, and lowering triglycerides. As we age, our arteries stiffen, and the risk of plaque buildup increases. This creates the perfect storm for hypertension, stroke, and cardiac arrest. But omega-3s, particularly the ALA in walnuts, have been shown to keep the inner lining of the arteries, the endothelium, flexible and responsive. It's like giving your blood vessels yoga lessons. And this isn't theoretical. One of my long-term patients, Mr. Jacob Kent, was a retired music teacher who suffered from chronic high blood pressure despite medication. We made one dietary change, just 28 grams of walnuts daily, which he ate as a mid-morning snack. Within 3 months, his blood pressure dropped by 12 points, and his LDL, bad cholesterol, improved. That's not magic, that's biological math. Chapter 2. Brain food, or brain risk. You've probably heard the phrase, "You are what you eat." But for seniors, I say, you remember what you eat. Cognitive decline is one of the most feared aspects of aging. Dementia, memory loss, and even mild forgetfulness can deeply affect quality of life. And it often creeps in so slowly. Most don't notice until it's too late. Walnuts, interestingly, resemble the human brain, and for good reason. They're rich in polyunsaturated fats, including DHA and ALA, both critical to maintaining the structure and function of neurons. In studies on older adults, those who consumed walnuts regularly performed better on cognitive tests, particularly in areas of working memory, reaction time, and verbal recall. But here's where my opinion diverges from some mainstream nutritionists. Not every senior responds the same to walnut intake. Let me explain. In patients with digestive issues, particularly those with slower fat metabolism, which becomes more common with age, the high fat content of walnuts can lead to bloating, gas, or even brain fog if not properly absorbed. I once had a patient named Teresa, age 72, who began eating a handful of walnuts daily after reading about their brain-boosting benefits. But after 2 weeks, she reported mental fatigue and heaviness. Blood work revealed that her pancreatic enzyme levels were off, and she wasn't breaking down the fats efficiently. After switching to a smaller portion and pairing them with digestive enzymes, she saw a clear improvement. So yes, walnuts can be brain food, but they must be treated with respect, especially for those with compromised digestion. Chapter 3. The Skin You're In, the Anti-Aging Illusion. If you've ever looked in the mirror and felt that your skin doesn't quite reflect how you feel inside, you're not alone. Skin aging is one of the most visible and emotionally impactful parts of growing older. And guess what? Your skin is a window to your internal inflammation. Walnuts are loaded with antioxidants, like polyphenols, vitamin E and melatonin, all of which help fight oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress as rust forming on the inside of your body. Now, oxidative stress contributes to wrinkles, loss of elasticity, age spots, and more importantly, to diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's, and atherosclerosis. I had a patient named Loretta, 69 years old, who used every expensive face cream on the market, but still complained about dull, sagging skin. We revamped her diet to include more antioxidant-rich foods, including walnuts, blueberries, and leafy greens. 3 months later, not only did her skin tone improve, her C-reactive protein, a marker for inflammation, dropped significantly. She felt better, moved better, and looked younger, not because of creams, but because of internal nourishment. But let me be fair. Too many walnuts, especially if they're not raw, can be counterproductive. Roasting at high temperatures can degrade the polyunsaturated fats, turning healthy oils into oxidized fats, which can increase inflammation instead of fighting it. So my advice? Go raw, go small, but go consistently. Part 2. The Silent Effects of Walnuts on Sleep, Bones, and Digestion. Chapter 4. The Sleep Miracle You Didn't Know You Needed. It's 2 a.m., you wake up suddenly, staring at the ceiling, mind racing, no matter how many sleep aids you try. It's like your body has forgotten how to rest. You've tried everything, warm milk, calming teas, a hot bath, but nothing works. Sound familiar? As we age, sleep becomes more elusive. This isn't just due to stress or aging, it's a physical change that happens in the brain. And most importantly, it can be dangerous. A lack of good quality sleep is linked to everything from heart disease to diabetes and even dementia. But what if I told you there was a simple, natural solution in your pantry? Walnuts contain melatonin, the very same hormone responsible for regulating our sleep cycles. Melatonin is produced naturally in the brain. But as we age, our levels tend to drop. This disruption leads to sleepless nights and long-term health problems. I want to tell you about Debbie, a 70-year-old retiree who struggled with sleep issues for years. She was on sleep medication for nearly a decade, but the side effects were starting to catch up with her. After some testing and conversation, I recommended she try raw walnuts in her diet. Within 2 weeks, she came back to my office with a smile on her face. "Doc, I haven't slept this well in years," she said, her energy levels through the roof. Here's the science behind this. Walnuts are not only a melatonin source but also help regulate circadian rhythms, which is the internal clock in your body that controls when you sleep and wake. Just 1 ounce of walnuts per day can significantly increase melatonin levels and improve overall sleep quality. And you don't have to eat them right before bed, incorporating them into your daily meals, like in oatmeal or a salad, works just as effectively. But remember, moderation is key. Too many walnuts, especially when consumed at night, could cause digestive discomfort, which might offset the sleep benefits. Chapter 5. Walnuts and Bone Health, the Hidden Link to Stronger Bones. We all know the importance of calcium for bone health, but there's another key player that doesn't always get the credit it deserves, and that's magnesium. Magnesium plays a crucial role in calcium absorption, and it's also vital for maintaining bone density. particularly in seniors. As we age, our bone density decreases, which increases the risk of fractures, osteoporosis, and chronic pain. But here's the fascinating part: walnuts are packed with magnesium. In fact, just 1 ounce of walnuts can provide nearly 25% of your daily magnesium needs. Let me share a story from my own practice about a patient. Albert, a 75-year-old who had been dealing with severe osteoarthritis and early signs of osteoporosis. He'd been taking calcium supplements for years but was still struggling with joint pain and fractures. I added walnuts to his diet, just a small handful each day. Over the next 6 months, his bone scans showed slight improvements in bone mineral density. And even better, his joint pain lessened, which allowed him to walk with greater ease. Now, here's the scientific breakthrough. Magnesium isn't just for bones. It also supports muscle function, which can help reduce the risk of falls, a major concern for older adults. But there's one caveat: magnesium also plays a role in relaxing muscles. This means that walnuts can help with muscle spasms, cramps, and tension, especially in the legs, which many seniors struggle with. This makes walnuts an essential food for anyone concerned about bone strength, arthritis, or even those who want to prevent the inevitable bone loss that comes with age. Chapter 6. The Dark Side of Walnuts, Potential Weight Gain. Walnuts are wonderful, but let's not get carried away. Moderation is key. While walnuts are loaded with heart-healthy fats, they're also calorie-dense. Eating too many walnuts, particularly if you're not mindful of your overall calorie intake, can lead to weight gain. For seniors, weight gain can become a slippery slope, increasing the risk of diabetes, joint problems, and even heart disease. I once treated a patient named Carol, 68 years old, who was already struggling with her weight. She had heard that walnuts were great for her heart and brain, so she started adding them to every meal. She ate them as a snack, threw them into her salads, and added them to her smoothies. But over time, she noticed her waistline expanding. The problem wasn't walnuts themselves, it was the total calorie load of her diet. We worked together to balance her walnut intake with other low-calorie, nutrient-dense foods like leafy greens, berries, and lean protein. Within 3 months, Carol's weight stabilized, and her blood sugar levels improved. So here's my advice: while walnuts are incredibly healthy, if you're watching your weight, consider portions. A small handful, roughly 28 grams, is all you need. This gives you the maximum benefit without overdoing it on calories. Chapter 7. Digestive Health. Are walnuts helping or hurting? As we age, digestive health becomes one of the most important factors in overall well-being. Our gut becomes more sensitive to foods, and constipation, bloating, and indigestion become much more common. So, where do walnuts fit in? On the one hand, walnuts are an excellent source of fiber, which helps with regular bowel movements and keeps the digestive system healthy. But on the other hand, walnuts are also high in fats, which, if not properly digested, can cause bloating and discomfort in some individuals. Let me tell you about Margaret, 70 years old, who came to see me with complaints of chronic bloating after meals. She had started eating walnuts regularly but didn't feel the benefits she expected. After adjusting her intake and incorporating more digestive-friendly foods, like ginger and fermented vegetables, her symptoms cleared up. The issue here wasn't the walnuts themselves, it was digestive efficiency. For people with slower digestive systems, which is very common as we age, walnuts may be more difficult to break down. If you're experiencing digestive discomfort, try smaller portions, or pair them with foods that aid digestion, like papaya or probiotic-rich yogurt. Conclusion: walnuts, a double-edged sword. So, after everything we've covered, here's the bottom line. Walnuts are extraordinary for your heart, brain, bones, sleep, and digestive health, but they're not a cure-all. They can also cause trouble if eaten in excess or in combination with other factors like poor digestion or a sedentary lifestyle. Incorporate them in moderation, and make sure you're balancing your diet with plenty of whole fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. I believe that walnuts should be celebrated for their unique ability to nourish the body in so many different ways. But like any powerful food, they come with responsibility. When used correctly, they can help slow aging, protect your heart, and give you more vibrant, healthy years. In Part 3, we'll explore the best ways to incorporate walnuts into your diet without overdoing it. What other superfoods to pair walnuts with for maximum health benefits? The common mistakes people make when adding walnuts to their diet, and how to avoid them. Stay tuned for Part 3, where we'll dive even deeper into how to use walnuts effectively, and the hidden dangers to look out for. Part 3. How to use walnuts effectively in your diet and avoid common mistakes. Chapter 8. The power of pairing, combining walnuts with other superfoods. Now that we understand the incredible benefits of walnuts, let's take it a step further. Walnuts can do wonders on their own, but when you pair them with other superfoods, the benefits become even greater. One key aspect that many people overlook is food synergy. This is the concept that some foods work better together, amplifying each other's health benefits. Let's start with a few ideal pairings for walnuts. 1. Walnuts and leafy greens, a match made for heart health. If you want to boost cardiovascular health, pair walnuts with leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. Leafy greens are rich in nitrates, which help dilate blood vessels and improve circulation, while walnuts provide omega-3 fatty acids that lower bad cholesterol. A study conducted at the University of California showed that eating walnuts with leafy greens enhanced the anti-inflammatory effects and helped improve blood flow by 20%. Here's an easy meal idea. Spinach and walnut salad. Toss fresh spinach with walnuts, a little balsamic vinaigrette, and a sprinkle of feta cheese. This combination will fuel your body with heart-healthy nutrients and antioxidants. 2. Walnuts and berries, fighting aging from the inside out. Berries are loaded with antioxidants that fight off free radicals, which can cause premature aging and inflammation. When combined with the omega-3s in walnuts, the impact on brain and skin health is astounding. Walnuts offer the healthy fats needed for skin elasticity, while berries help reduce oxidative stress, keeping your cells youthful and vibrant. Try this refreshing pairing. Berry and walnut smoothie. Blend blueberries, strawberries, and walnuts with Greek yogurt for a delicious breakfast or snack that promotes skin health and cognitive function. 3. Walnuts and oats, the ultimate weight control duo. Since walnuts are calorie-dense, pairing them with fiber-rich oats is a smart way to stay satisfied without consuming excess calories. Oats help with digestion and promote a feeling of fullness. And when combined with the protein and fiber in walnuts, this combination can help control appetite and aid in weight management. A perfect breakfast idea. Walnut and oatmeal. Make your oatmeal with almond milk and top it with crushed walnuts, a drizzle of honey, and some sliced banana for a balanced and filling start to your day. 4. Walnuts and dark chocolate, a delicious brain-boosting snack. If you've got a sweet tooth, pairing walnuts with dark chocolate can be a great way to satisfy cravings while giving your body a dose of beneficial antioxidants. Dark chocolate contains flavonoids, which support brain function, and walnuts add a boost of omega-3 fatty acids for cognitive health. Here's how to enjoy it. Dark chocolate and walnut bark. Melt some dark chocolate and mix in chopped walnuts. Pour onto parchment paper and let it cool into a healthy snack or dessert that will benefit your brain and heart. Chapter 9. The common mistakes when adding walnuts to your diet, and how to avoid them. Now, you're probably thinking, I'm ready to load up on walnuts for all these amazing benefits. But before you do, let's take a look at some of the common mistakes people make when incorporating walnuts into their diet, and how to avoid them. 1. Overconsumption of walnuts. As we've discussed, walnuts are calorie-dense. It's easy to go overboard, especially since they're so delicious and packed with nutrients. But eating too many walnuts can lead to weight gain, digestive issues, or even exacerbate existing health conditions. The solution? Stick to the recommended serving size of 1 ounce, roughly 14 halves per day. This portion provides all the benefits without overloading your body with excess calories. 2. Not considering other dietary needs. While walnuts are great for heart health, they're not the only nutrient-rich food you need. Some people add walnuts to their diet and think they're good to go. But they're neglecting other important areas like protein, fiber, or vitamin D. I've had patients who were eating walnuts regularly but still weren't getting enough protein for muscle maintenance. especially as they age. In these cases, I recommend pairing walnuts with lean proteins like chicken, fish, or legumes. 3. Eating walnuts with processed foods. One of the biggest mistakes I see is when people pair walnuts with processed or sugary foods. For example, adding walnuts to sugary cereals, pastries, or cakes, while walnuts themselves are healthy. Pairing them with foods high in sugar and trans fats completely negates their benefits. Instead, try to pair walnuts with whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. This will ensure you're getting the full benefit of the antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids in walnuts. 4. Ignoring the source of walnuts. Not all walnuts are created equal. Many store-bought walnuts have been over-processed or treated with chemicals. These can lose valuable nutrients and increase the amount of sodium or sugar. Always choose raw or dry roasted walnuts to avoid unnecessary additives. Chapter 10. Conclusion. Walnuts are your secret weapon for health. But use them wisely. As we've explored in this video, walnuts are a superfood with the power to improve everything from brain health to bone strength to sleep quality. They're packed with essential nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, fiber, and antioxidants, all of which contribute to a healthier, longer life. However, like any superfood, walnuts should be consumed in moderation and balanced with other healthy foods in your diet. Pair them with fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains to maximize their potential. Remember, walnuts are not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's important to listen to your body and adjust your intake based on your individual health needs. If you're unsure about how walnuts fit into your diet, consider speaking with a healthcare professional or nutritionist to create a personalized plan. In this video, we've taken a deep dive into the incredible benefits of walnuts and how they can transform your health. From improving sleep and strengthening bones to boosting brain function and aiding digestion, walnuts truly deserve a place in your daily diet. But, as we discussed, balance is key, so go ahead and enjoy those walnuts. Just be mindful of how you incorporate them into your meals. Thank you for watching. In Part 4, we'll explore some other foods that can help you maintain a healthy lifestyle as you age, along with more practical tips on how to use nutrition to enhance your quality of life. Part 4. Long-term benefits and lifestyle tips with walnuts. How to incorporate them into a holistic health plan. Chapter 11. The long-term health benefits of walnuts, more than just a snack. As we've established, walnuts are an amazing addition to your diet, but it's important to understand how their benefits extend beyond just a quick fix. They have long-term effects on your health that will become even more apparent over time. Let's break down how walnuts contribute to sustained wellness and healthy aging. 1. Cognitive health. Nourishing the brain for years to come. Walnuts are often called brain food because of their ability to support cognitive health. The omega-3 fatty acids found in walnuts are known to support brain function, memory, and focus, but the benefits don't stop there. In a longitudinal study published by the Journal of Nutrition, older adults who consumed walnuts regularly showed greater cognitive function and a lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. This is because omega-3s improve blood flow to the brain, helping to nourish brain cells and reduce inflammation, which is linked to cognitive decline. If you want to protect your brain as you age, walnuts should be a staple in your diet. Incorporate them into daily meals and snacks for consistent brain support. 2. Bone health. Strengthening your skeleton over time. As we age, bone density naturally decreases, leading to osteoporosis and an increased risk of fractures. Walnuts, rich in magnesium, play a vital role in bone health by improving calcium absorption and supporting bone density. Research conducted by the National Institutes of Health shows that consuming magnesium-rich foods like walnuts can help maintain strong bones and reduce the risk of fractures as we age. A serving of walnuts provides around 45 milligrams of magnesium, which contributes to bone strength, especially when paired with other nutrient-dense foods like leafy greens and dairy products. Over time, consistently eating walnuts will help ensure that your bones remain strong and resilient, even as you get older. 3. Heart health. Sustaining a healthy cardiovascular system. We've discussed walnuts' heart-healthy benefits in previous chapters. but it's important to stress the long-term impact on your cardiovascular system. Regular walnut consumption has been shown to lower LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, while improving HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol. This is crucial because heart disease is the leading cause of death in older adults. According to a study from Harvard School of Public Health, individuals who consumed a handful of walnuts 5 times a week had a 25% lower risk of dying from heart disease. By incorporating walnuts into your daily routine, you're building a foundation for a healthier heart for decades to come. This sustained heart protection is particularly important as we approach our senior years, when heart health naturally becomes more vulnerable. 4. Digestive health. Maintaining regularity over time. As we age, digestion tends to slow down, and constipation becomes a common issue. Walnuts contain a substantial amount of fiber, about 2 grams per ounce, which is essential for gut health and regular bowel movements. In a long-term study conducted by the American Gastroenterological Association, individuals who regularly consumed fiber-rich foods like walnuts had better digestive function and fewer issues with constipation. For a healthier gut, include walnuts in your diet as a way to promote digestive regularity and reduce inflammation in the intestines. Over time, this will help ensure that your digestive system stays in optimal working condition. Chapter 12. Walnuts and a holistic lifestyle. Combining with other healthy habits. While walnuts are undoubtedly a nutritional powerhouse, it's important to remember that they work best when combined with a holistic lifestyle. Eating a variety of whole foods, staying active, managing stress, and getting enough rest are all key components of healthy aging. Let's take a look at how walnuts can be part of a well-rounded health plan. 1. The role of exercise in enhancing walnuts' benefits. Exercise and physical activity are integral to maintaining health as we age. And walnuts can support your fitness goals. The healthy fats in walnuts fuel your body with sustained energy, while the protein helps with muscle repair after exercise. Studies have shown that a combination of strength training and cardio not only preserves muscle mass and bone density, but when paired with nutrient-dense foods like walnuts, can enhance overall physical function. Here's a simple tip. After a workout, enjoy a walnut-based smoothie with protein powder to help rebuild muscle and boost energy. 2. Managing stress. How walnuts help. Stress can have a serious negative impact on your health over time, affecting everything from sleep quality to heart health. Chronic stress is also a leading factor in inflammation, which we know can accelerate aging and contribute to diseases like heart disease and arthritis. Walnuts can help with stress management in 2 ways. Melatonin. Walnuts contain natural melatonin, which helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle, ensuring you get enough restful sleep, which is essential for stress recovery. Magnesium. The magnesium in walnuts helps to calm the nervous system, reducing anxiety and promoting a feeling of relaxation. Incorporate walnuts into your nighttime routine for better sleep and stress management. A handful of walnuts before bed can enhance sleep quality, allowing your body to recover from daily stresses. 3. Mental well-being. Staying sharp and positive as you age. As you age, maintaining mental well-being is just as important as physical health. Walnuts, with their omega-3s and antioxidants, help support brain function and reduce the risk of mental decline. But there's more to mental health than just eating right. Combine your walnut-rich diet with mind exercises such as reading, puzzles, or meditation to enhance focus and mental clarity. Studies show that a combination of healthy eating and mental stimulation significantly reduces the risk of conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's. Chapter 13. Conclusion. Walnuts as the foundation of healthy aging. As we wrap up this exploration of walnuts and their incredible benefits, I want to leave you with one key takeaway. Consistency is the key to long-term health. Walnuts are not a miracle cure, but when incorporated into your daily routine alongside a balanced lifestyle, they can make a tremendous difference in your health as you age. By regularly eating walnuts, you are providing your body with the nutrients it needs to maintain cognitive function, strengthen bones, protect your heart, and promote healthy digestion. The long-term impact of walnuts can help you stay healthy, active, and mentally sharp as you grow older. So, Don't wait. Make walnuts a part of your daily routine and enjoy the incredible health benefits that come with it. Thank you for watching. In our next video, we'll dive into more superfoods that can help you stay young, vibrant, and full of energy. Conclusion. My thoughts and your voice matters. As I reflect on all the incredible benefits walnuts bring to the table, I can't help but think how often simple, accessible foods like these can make such a huge difference in our health as we age. Walnuts, packed with omega-3s, antioxidants, and essential vitamins, truly deserve a place in our daily diet. And the best part? Their benefits aren't just short-term, they're something you can rely on for years to come. Incorporating walnuts into a balanced lifestyle isn't just about eating better today. It's about giving your body the best chance at healthy aging. But what do you think? Have you been incorporating walnuts into your diet? What other superfoods have you found to make a real difference in your health? I'd love to hear your thoughts, stories, and experiences in the comments below. Your voice is what makes this community so valuable. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about foods that can help you live healthier, feel better, and age gracefully, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join us on this journey to better health. Because healthy aging starts with the right knowledge. Make sure you stay tuned for more exciting tips and advice that can change your life, just like walnuts can. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.